The Zoma Saint John once said, and I quote, "Bring your whole self to the experience, because the more we do that, the more people get to see that, the more comfortable everybody will be with it." It's on this note I say good morning to all experienced ladies and women, not forgetting our daddies who always care about us on this program. How's your weekend? Well, it's time to welcome you to this edition of Feminine Scope on OGBC 90.5 FM, where we invite strong ladies and women to come and share their experiences with us so that this generation can learn from them. Well, it's been a whole period season of sporting activities in Ogun State. Nigeria converged on Ogun State and the youths are alive here in Ogun State. Very wonderful celebration in Ogun State, all around the 9 centers here in Ogun State. Well, it's nice for us ladies to keep fit, and anyway, maybe I'll say it's never too late, even though the ceremony, the 22nd edition of the National Folk Festival actually closed, but then we can still convert, we can still go ahead, bring ourselves to do the exercise and keep fit as ladies. I have another guest in the house who is also ready to tell us her stories. My guest is Mrs. Oyebisi Andu, the State Director of the National Orientation Agency, Ogun State Directorate. My name is Toyin Sogbesan. You call me TS. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, you're welcome. It's nice to have you in our studio.
It's my pleasure.
National Orientation Agency, NOAA, formerly MAMSA.
MAMSA, yes.
Okay, now, so welcome to our studios.
Thank
We'd
you.
like to know who you are. Who is Oyebisi Andu? What has life given you growing up and up to this moment?
Thank you. My name is Oyebisi Andu Ni Okusoya. I was born in Ado Ekiti. I'm from Ogun State in Ijebu. My parents were Mr. and Mrs. Okusoya. They were teachers. So, you know, teachers in the olden days, they do transfer a lot.
Yes.
So it's like I was born in Ado Ekiti, which I can claim a citizen of Ado Ekiti.
By birth.
Yes, by birth, yes. So from there, they moved to Ondo. Then, well, I was still a baby then. Ondo to Shagamu. So I started my primary education in Ogun State, Shagamu. Probably United African Methodist Church, Eleja. Then from there, I moved into secondary school. The same in Ogun State. That is Ikperu, Christ Apostolic Grammar School, Ikperu Remo. We are just family of 6. I am the first child in the family.
Oh, how many boys, how many girls?
Wow, 5 girls, 1 boy.
Oh, God, just 1 boy.
Just 1 boy.
What position?
4th.
Number 4.
Number 4 is the 4th band. So, you know, so I have a lot of people behind me.
Yes.
So it was like, exactly, both sides. Both sides. So being the first child, attention is much on me then. That you know, the Yorubas believe that whatever happened to the head will definitely happen to the people behind her. So it was like I was really pampered then. So whatever I want, they give it to. Despite the fact that my parents were teachers, they are disciplinarian too. They didn't take nonsense from any of the children. So from Peru, I went to Lagos with my late uncle. So I went to Yaba College of Technology, where I did food science and technology. From there, I started working. I joined MAMSA. That should be 1991. I joined MAMSA. So from MAMSA, I just thought, with HNG, what should I be doing? I'm somebody that like reading.
Okay.
I like reading a lot. You know, once you're working with government, you can't do full-time program, is only part-time. So I told my uncle, I said, Uncle, I don't want to leave this job. I want to go and read. That what is HNG? He said, you want to leave your job and go and work? No, that you can as well apply for part-time, which I later did. I went to Lagos State University of Job for my part-time, where I did my PGD and my master's. So I had my master's in public admin, precisely HRM.
From food science and technology to public admin.
Yes, because then
you went, okay.
Because of my job.
Yes.
If you are going for a part-time in a government job, you have to do something related
to what you're doing.
Yes, exactly. So that was why I found myself again in public admin. You know, I had to do PGT, which I did. So I did a master's in admin, HRM. That's human resource.
Okay. Let's look at your growing up years in the rural areas versus when you now got to Lagos. At what age did you get to Lagos?
I think I got to Lagos around 17, 18 years.
17, 18 years. So you were matured. You were a teenager.
Yeah.
So you can now make a comparison from where you were growing up.
Exactly.
Was it Ekiti side? Or
Ekiti come to Andu.
Now to Lagos. You know, it's a world of difference.
Yes.
So what was life like?
Actually, then
in Lagos.
Then there wasn't much difference to now. But there's no way, you know, in the rural.
Are you serious? Then there was not much difference growing up in Ekiti and Ondo to Lagos.
Yeah, yes, because you know why? Then you see it as it's the same thing. Like now, if you go to Lagos now, okay, for instance, I was redeployed from Lagos to Ogun State.
Okay.
Similarly, I go to Ogun State, it was like, am I in another country? I look at what is going on in Lagos and in Ogun State, you cannot compare the two. But unlike in the olden days, you hardly see differences. Because people do their things the same thing then. And can I say then, people were cultured. The way they will correct you in Ogun, that's what you are going to see in Lagos. Unlike now, when anybody from Lagos you call and say, Mommy, no, you can't tell me that. No, you can't tell me that. Then that wasn't there. I think it's just the same method, the same upbringing. Then that's why I say there wasn't much difference compared to now. A lot of difference now. Unlike when we were growing, they would never allow us to go out alone. It's that they go and drop us with a car, or somebody must take you out. The children of nowadays now, tell them, say, Mommy, why? I can take boat, I can take Cuba. And they go out on their own. Even some of them, they won't even tell their parents where they were going. You have to be calling them on phone.
Where are you?
Where are you? Mommy, I'm okay, I'm this, I'm that. Then that wasn't there. You dare not leave the house without telling your parents where you are going. You can't do anything without their permission. But nowadays, that one isn't there. That's why I said you cannot compare them with recently now.
Now, let's look at what you do, and that is orientation.
Yeah.
Because we look around and we see that we got some things wrong. From training, because you started that, from training of the children, from attitude of children or youths today. How are you trying to give them proper orientation so that they can have attitudinal change? Where did we get it wrong?
Thank you. Let me start from my office. We are doing value reorientation now. Even recently, that was December last year, we did a lot of program on drug addicts, get quick syndrome, just to tell these children that those things, they are not the right thing for them to do. Like I said, in the olden days, if you are doing something very bad, not even in your area, and probably you saw your parent friend or your neighbor coming, you dare not stand, you run away from that place. But children of nowadays, they will stand there. You even corrected them in that point, and they will tell you, Mommy, please, can you go and leave us alone? Your own is old generation. We are EGs now. Sure, you understand. But like I said, my office have started a lot of things now, a lot of youth programs, because they are the ones there. They are the ones there. So we have started to reorientate this youth to let them know that there are times for everything. Not that just wake up one day and you want to become madam one day. No, there are steps you have to take. Then a lot of things are going on with parents too. Some parents just, hey, this child, you cannot come and kill me, or I didn't kill my mother. They will leave that child alone, not knowing what they are throwing into the society. But when you leave them to do whatever they want to do, that means you don't care what they become in the society. And that's the problem we are facing right now. That's why you see some of these ladies. Okay, some ladies, they will go to, girls, they will go to school. Actually, it's supposed to go back on weekend, which you cannot do then. Once you're supposed to be at home by Friday, you are not at home. In fact, you will not even to go to enter the house the following day. You have to go and call the whole community to follow to follow it, come and beg. But children of now, they will not even go, and they will not bother to say. They will just, they are ready to face the consequences. I don't know where they get their boldness from, because then it wasn't there. So there are a lot of things that we parents too have even done that make these girls to go the way they are. Some people, they cannot correct. If I correct my child now, she might go to so place. I cannot be looking for my child. Let me leave her. She's on her own. Maybe she will go to her husband's house. And they have forgotten that this girl you're talking about is your future. You don't know what this girl will become in life later. So it's like office have started a lot of things now. Okay, like you said, the gateway games. At the opening ceremony, my office was represented there with my staff. We saw some ladies. If you see the way they dressed, that one is another thing entirely. And to talk to them, you have to come down to their level. If you want them to listen to you, you come down to their level. So we need to move closer to them, call them, babe, you are very fine. The first of all, like, who's calling me baby? I said, you're a baby, you're looking nice, you're beautiful.
It has come to that.
If you don't come down to their level, they are not ready to listen to you. You have to play along with them. So when babe, you're beautiful. I like these fabrics. This is beautiful. This is nice. But do you know one thing? If this skirt should have gone a little bit down, it will be very nice on you. Say, yeah, are you sure? I said yes. I said tried, but unfortunately, even the length of the skirt cannot go beyond that. So now I say, and I've not ever dream of it too, because I believe I'll be free. Breeze will be blowing every part of my body. I can move anyhow. I said yes, you can do that, but inside the house, not outside, where people will be seeing what God has given you to cover, so that you can bring glory to Him, not that part. He said, okay, thank you very much, ma. But if you didn't go down to their level, immediately you start that topic,
they walk away.
Walk away. Some even insult you. They say, excuse me, ma, what is your business? Am I your child? There's something like that. So that's what we have been doing in my office. We go down to their level. At times, even on the street, when you see anybody, I will call them. You my beautiful cake. But you know that this style, if you put it this way, it will be a little bit better. They will now say, ma'am, which one did you even do on your hair? Then they say, look at your own. I say, yes, I know. You know, I'm getting old, but it's like you want to bring some sanity again back to the society. And I think you are the people that will need to help us. So let's just start from somewhere. So we have a lot of program to roll out very soon for the youth from my office.
I'm still on the youth because this program is actually for them.
Exactly.
Parents, sometimes they get overbearing. We agree on that. And we've been able to record some suicide, maybe attempts, and some have actually carried this out. So simply, I can recollect one that because she failed a course and she didn't know how to tell and the next option was for her to kill herself. So how can we also orientate parents in such a way, because you started it, that speak to them in the language they understand? But how many parents really understand the language that their children understand?
Ma, we have to understand their language.
I want you to talk to parents.
Yes, parents, you need to understand their language by moving closer to your children.
Yes.
Move closer to them. Don't use the method they use for you when you are going to train these children. It will never work. It won't. Move closer to them. Ask them what happens. You know, nowadays, some parents say, I just came back from work. I'm tired, though. If you like, live your life the way you want to live it. No. You need to move closer to these children. Not even only your children. Your niece, your cousins around you. Move closer to them. When they were talking, just sit down, be watching them. See how they are going, what they are saying. You learn from that. Okay, so if I want to go with these people, I have to put in this language. I have to use this to get them. So you need to move closer to them. Then ask them when they come back from school, whether they are in boarding house or not. How are you? How was school? What happened? Like, I have a daughter in secondary school. The first time she entered secondary school, people was like, will she stay? Will she stay? She stayed. The first time when she came home, and I called her, my babe, hey, Omo, come. That your school, is something else. What happened there?
Exactly.
He said, mommy, if you see that my school, that is how we started. Before you know it, she has downloaded everything. I didn't talk. When she now finished, I said, madam, there's a place you missed it. I know that's your first time of going out. It's a girls' school to see girls. But you know there are these things that are bad, that you're not supposed to do with them. Yes, they are doing it, probably because from the home they are coming from. But here, you are not supposed to do this. And even when you get to school, some of your friends tell them, no, we shouldn't do this thing. It's no good. Why don't you do this? I said, mommy, I said, yes. So when she now came back again for the normal holiday, she said, mommy, do you know what? I said, I did not know anything. What will I know? I'm not in your school. I'm not playing with those girls again. I said, why? That thing you discussed, I discussed them. They said, our own house is not like that too. Yeah, maybe because you are baby of the house, they are over pampering you and this and that. I said, since they are not ready to listen, leave them. And I said, if you love them, pray for them that God should touch their heart. So you just have to understand their language, unless you won't get anything from them. Because if you go to them with an harsh or a such attitude that they will see as if you are just coming to harass them, they will not say anything. Ask them million questions, they will not answer. They will not answer. So you just have to bring yourself down to their level, Understand their language before you go to them. And by the time you do that, lo and behold, you will even get more than what you wanted to get from them. You will get it.
Some children believe that their parents are not approachable. And a lot of questions are being asked, because I also attend some of the youth programs, and they ask questions that, what if they cannot approach their parents? Some have very strict fathers, some cannot talk to their mothers. So what can they do so that they will not derail? Who can they talk to?
They should have somebody in their family, maybe an auntie, an uncle, nephew, niece that they were close. They can use those people to pass the message down to their parents. If you have an uncle, uncle, something happened in my school, but I don't know how to tell daddy and mommy. See, this is how this thing happened, this is how it happened. Is that so? Then if uncle is a very good one, she's sending you a message to his or her parents. It is your duty on one-on-one to call the parents that, come, your child told me this, but I'm not supposed to be this person he or she should come to. That because you are this, just try to counsel the parents to calm down. So not all the time he or she will be coming to you. But you know, we have some parents, they're always like that, they're not ready to change. In that situation, the uncle or the auntie has to step in as a father or mother for that person. Counsel her the way he or she can, because you know, he might be saying, she's not my child though, if I do this, the parent not be saying that I'm the one spoiling her. But with the little you can do, just counsel the child, tell him or her, this is right, this is wrong, and in case if you have any other thing that you want, just come to me. I will try my best to put you through. One
very terrible menace, or should I say vice, in our society amongst the youths now, especially the boys, is Yahoo. Yahoo, and they still believe that is the best way to go. What do you advise then? Is it possible for us to erase this? Can it be wiped out in Nigeria?
I pray God will help us to wipe it out. There was a scenario when I was in Lagos. I heard a story. I could not believe it. One boy was in SS2 then. Somebody now called him that you are going to SS3, you are writing my egg. What do you want to become in future? He said Yahoo boy. He said, what do you mean by Yahoo boy? Is there any university where they are studying? He said, yes. So that in Ikorodu, there's a place that they train them how to do Yahoo. That even some parents will take their child there. That please, I want you to help me train my child how to do Yahoo. You can imagine a parent. I don't know what, maybe they don't understand what Yahoo is all about. So this thing has really, in fact, it has really grown to a state that it's only God that can help us to curb it in Nigeria. But recently now, if you look at the way this thing has been happening to them, recently on television, I saw a guy that just opened his car using a very expensive car. This guy cannot be more than 27 years old. The guy just came down from his car. The nurses started running mad. Everybody gathered together. He's a Yahoo boy, he's a Yahoo boy, And I think by that, showing that on television every time for the children to see, and you as a parent using that to tell your child, those people that do Yahoo, see their end though. This is their end, and it's not good for a child, and no parent is happy about it. That is if it's not the parent that even asked them to train the guy. I mean, Yahoo job.
But some of them don't care. They'll say even if they have to just spend 2 years enjoying the money, they don't care.
That's what I'm saying. Even you, the parents, that you know in your house, you cannot afford to take 3 square meal, and your guy came in one day, he gave you 200,000. No, they normally transfer. They don't give. They transfer the money to their parents' account, and you saw that kind of a money, and you were happy. Some will say it's genuine money.
Wow.
But that is not genuine. It's nonsense. A lot of parents are even the one encouraging them to do it. Yes, there is no job in Nigeria presently, but that does not mean that Nigeria will not be better than this. It's going to be better than this. When you have done Yahoo and you have died, how are you going to enjoy Nigeria? Just exercise patience, take your time. Everything has levels, it has steps. Once you miss a step, forget about it. So we have been talking to most of them. In fact, to the extent that one was in the program where that, thank God that we came to we at times go to their base to talk to them. That it was 2 days ago, somebody was inviting him to come. That you have money. In fact, before you know it, you're already in London. You're already in UK. To get visa will be easy for you. Sure, you know that kind of a thing. He said he was just thinking about it. That, okay, if I go to UK, what about my parents? He was considering the family in Nigeria. He now said, he told the guy that just give me 1 week. Let me go and think over it. And that was when we now went to their base to talk to them. And recently, I can say the number has reduced, unlike before. Honestly, it has reduced. You know, EFCC is even after them now. At times, they go to their houses where they stay. Most of them, they don't build us. Even if they build us, they don't stay there. They'll just go to rent in an apartment there. And what do they do there? Nothing. Just to sleep, do their ritual as usual, and that's all. But recently, I know that it has gone down.
We thank God and we pray for a better future for all these children too. The program is Feminine Scope on Oyebisi 90.5 FM, and my guest is Mrs. Oyebisi Andu, the State Director of the National Orientation Agency, Ogun State Directorate. I'm bringing you back home. You are Mrs. Andu.
Yeah.
Who is Mr. Andu?
Hey, Mr. Andu is one man from Badagry, Lagos State. This man is from Badagry, Odiegu man. Yeah, Mr. Andu is from Badagry local government, Lagos State. You know our offices, Noah. We have offices in 774 local governments. Mr. Andu is retired now. I met him in one of the local government I went to work there. So we started from here.
Which local government?
Etiosa local government.
Okay, in Lagos State.
In Lagos. Then we have Etiosa at Glover Road in Ikoyi. That was where I met him then. And from there, and you know, being a Yoruba woman going to a home, yeah, and a Jebu woman, hey, it was, my father now said one thing that I could not forget. He said, look at me very well and look at this house. You are the one that brought an Eguman to this house. I didn't give you an Eguman to marry you. Don't come back to this house to tell me anything happened between you and this Eguman. Because I've explained to you, you said this is the person you want to marry. And since you have decided to marry an Eguman, that's your choice. But I'm warning you, sure you know parents then. Once you leave this my house, you are not coming back. Anything you see with Egun, just stay in your Egun, please.
The glory of God.
Yes.
The Eguman.
Yeah. I know we have part of Egun people that they are so friendly. And can I say they are so friendly and accommodating? Only if you don't pass your boundary.
Okay. And how are the children doing?
Yeah, actually, we have 2 children. But you know, the problem started, we got married. 5 years, nothing.
Wow.
6 years, nothing. It was like, the people there.
You waited for 6 years?
I eventually waited for 16.
You waited for how many years?
16.
16 years?
Yes. But to the glory of God, I have a boy and a girl today.
God be praised too. And your husband didn't marry another person?
Well, to the best of my knowledge,
I like that.
Because I can remember in between, the family were just, you know now.
That's all your knowledge.
because you cannot say anything. But because I can remember then, the parent was saying, what is your problem with this one? Because he's the firstborn of his mom and the only son.
The only son. Wow.
My mother-in-law say, hey, you and this your already wife, my mother-in-law, an illiterate woman. Okay. Just let her be saying in Lagos, come and marry an Egun woman for us in the Badagry. That she would not know that she wouldn't know what is going on in Badagry. But then my husband will come back and tell me, you know, you got to a stage. I say, Oga, if that's what's going to give me peace, please go and marry Egun. Then let me have my peace. But then he didn't. I don't know today. I don't know what. But today,
as of today, you are the only Mrs. Andu.
I know. I don't know. Maybe it's another person.
It is well. So do you party?
Yes.
Okay. Like you orientation and
a Jebu woman for that matter. Yeah, I do. I honestly. Recently, my children were saying, "Mommy, what happened? You don't go to party like before again. What happened?" They were asking me because they know at times Friday, Saturday, you know Lagos now, there should be a burial on Friday, there's a wedding on Saturday, birthday on Sunday. Some weekend like that is from Friday to Sunday. By the time I get to work on Monday, they say, "Hey, Madam, see your eyes. The stress is see your eyes."
So what type of music do you love?
Yes, I love juju music. Then you know we have to play along with these children. Yes. So any song they are into, even my children, they will tell me, "Mommy, do you know that Davido have just released a song?" I mean, hey, I don't know. Big song. There's this one. They started teaching me in the house. At times when I'm singing this outside, they will be looking at me at my age that how can this woman be singing this? Not knowing that I have teachers at home teaching me because they are still very young.
Yes.
So they are the one teaching me. So any good music after okay.
I want your preferred choice.
I go for Sunny Ade.
You want Sunny Ade? KSA.
Yes,
You should be able to sing that for your generation now. Which one?
There's one particular one that I used to sing in the house. The one he sang for his birthday. I wanted to remember this
Appreciation.
Mo dúpẹ́ oníbu ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. I like that song.
Okay, I'll sure get that for you.
Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbu ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbu ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Ẹni bá ń rárò nílẹ̀ ló lè mọ pẹ́dà èmi yóò gbé ọ̀gá Olúwa. Ẹni bá ń rárò nílẹ̀ ló lè mọ pẹ́dà èmi yóò gbé ọ̀gá Olúwa. Bí ènìyàn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi rí, bí ènìyàn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi rí, bí ènìyàn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi rí o yẹsà, bí ènìyàn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi rí, ẹ̀dá ló ń gbàgbé, Olúwa kò gbàgbé rẹ̀ nìkan kan wá. Bí ènìyàn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi rí, ẹ̀dá ló ń gbàgbé, Olúwa kò gbàgbé rẹ̀ nìkan kan wá pẹ́rẹ́pẹ́rẹ́ o. Bí ènìyàn kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi rí. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbu ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Appreciation. Mo dúpẹ́ oníbu ọ̀rẹ́ bàbá gbọ́pẹ́ mi. Ẹni bá ń rárò nílẹ̀ ló lè mọ pẹ́dà èmi yóò gbé ọ̀gá Olúwa. Ẹni bá ń rárò nílẹ̀ ló lè mọ pẹ́dà èmi yóò gbé ọ̀gá Olúwa.
Thank you so much for finding time to be on this program. I know you have a very busy schedule, so it's nice to have you.
Thank you.
And our regards to
the Egu man and the Egu children.
You can't even sing a good song.
But you know there is
because they have very wonderful
but I
beats.
can dance. Then there was time I was asking them to teach me their song. I know. I said Dugbe. Mi domito. I think you are from that side too. Because you are even flowing more than me. There was a time I was so much interested in that language that I have to employ a girl in their community and I go to Badagry. Come and be teaching me this thing. But I got to a stage that I'm wasting my time there, because if you go back to not that, like, by the time you go back to Lagos, who are you going to be speaking this Egun language with? So that was when I stopped the thing.
Okay. So thank you so much for coming to the program.
You're welcome, man.
That's it on today's edition of Feminine Scope on OGBC 90.5. I thank my guest, Mrs. Oyebisi Andu, the State Director of the National Orientation Agency, Ogun State Directorate. She is accompanied by Mr. Femi Famori, Planning Research Strategy of the National Orientation Agency, NOAA. Let me thank my producer, Temilade Tijani, assisted by Fumilayo Akintoye. My studio manager is Yemi Serikudi. My name is Toyin Sogbesan TS. Till next week, when we bring you another interesting guest. Do enjoy your weekend and stay safe.